right, well, here we are live from the barn. Looks like we took our corner bracket away from these guys. They were under the lights. This little group of piglets. They're doing great. Mom did a great job with them. But we have some other piglets that are being born. Hey, big boy. I just gotta follow the light. So she just started giving birth a little while ago. So I think she's, well, you can see she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 6 beauties. She's still maybe giving birth. There may be another one to pop out, but she's a small sow, and these guys are just maybe an hour or two old. And you know, for those of you that haven't witnessed a pig birth before, maybe one day we'll try to get one on here live, but that's a placenta. So you know, you can think about it how you want, but typically she'll eat this, and that's the deal. All right, so anyway, so that's the story here. Anyway, we set this light up in the corner, but I'm gonna have to go and take a Tractor Supply run because, well, maybe not, because we gotta put cages on all the lamps. I have this great fear, I'll be honest with you, of just the barn the barn burning, right? It's like the great fear I think that every farmer has, and we've been reading more and more about barn fires, and it's like, you know, it could be, you know, things can be prevented just by being aware of things. So for us, like, here's a cage. I'm gonna pull that cage off this lamp for now, and I'm gonna put it on that so that we can at least have some level of comfort to know that, you know, if this thing does go down and hit the hay, at least there's a protective barrier. Although it's not much, we'll take the cage over the lamp being directly on that hay to keep those piglets warm. So, you know, one thing I've learned in doing this is that you just really have to activate common sense to the best of your ability and inspect. You know, a lot of times, you know, when you're on the farm, you could take a lot of things for granted and you just sort of go through your day, right? Like anything else, you go through the motions and it becomes autopilot. And the thing is, autopilot could become dangerous when you don't have processes or procedures in place. Hey guys. So, you know, we just really want to make sure that every day we're doing good solid inspections and taking care of things. So, you know, Lauren and I, we try to get into the barn in the morning, midday, and at night, just to make sure that everything's on the up and up, right? The animals are fed, the animals are watered, you know, the animals are in good condition, and everything like that. So we just brought the dairies in, and what's interesting about Emma here is, like, she had some mites sort of jumping on her, so we got those off. Her coat is coming back really nice. 𝐲𝐫𝐿, not so much. Her coat is still in repair, so we're working to get her up to speed and get her back. I gotta get her bred back still. We put a couple calls out, but that has to happen here ASAP. But this young lady, you can tell she looks really good, really healthy, and her baby is growing nicely. So all good stuff. We're all very positive, and that's what we choose to focus on. And there's some pigs. This group here, we've upped their feed levels quite a bit. We're getting them in growth mode, pushing them, trying to push their weight up. They're at about 6 to 7.5 pounds of food per day. The biggest issue you run into here, as you have some bigger pigs and some smaller pigs, is that they compete. And you know, when they compete, the bigger pigs often win, and because of that, you know, you see growth on some and some not so great growth on others. But you know, we do have some that are ready to you know, ready to go in. Like this one, she's getting nice and long, nice and big. And we like I said in previous videos, we try to get them as close to 275, 300 pounds as possible. You know, 250 on the light side, and then they'll hang around 200 pounds. That's our goal hanging weight. We found that in the past, when we got them bigger, they would just have a huge fat layer that would have to come off, and we would have to actually you know, pay for a fat layer on the hang. That was really truthfully not profitable. So we were paying to feed them, fat layer was growing, and then we're paying for a layer that's just going to be cut off and not used. So that was ineffective. So, and you learn as you go. And this piggy here, she's nice and pregnant. There's Big Joe the boar, and there's our scrap metal pile, which is going to start to get cut up tomorrow, and we're going to bring it in. You can see, man, we burned through these lamps here quite a bit. We burned through a lot of lamps here. Between the chickens and the pigs during birth, the pigs start biting at them and chomping at them and all that. So, you know, they get pretty destructive. So we worked a deal out with one of our friends here, and we said, okay, if you cut all the scrap and bring it to the scrap yard, you'll get 75% and we'll take 25%. So we think it's a good deal. Partnerships are always good when they help solve problems, especially. So we're super excited about that. I gotta go in there and get that napkin or whatever it may be. But yeah, everything is today's a nice quiet day on the farm, thank God. We're pretty excited about that. I do want to talk about something though, because I think it's an important topic. A lot of people see farms as just farms, right? Farms, and there's animals and blah, 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 blah. But the one thing that sometimes is not thought about is that with every farm, there's life and there's death. And the death is the unfortunate part, and the life is the blessing. And you know, in our time doing this, we've had a lot of life. Like we had a beautiful calf born yesterday, another one born the day before, another one a couple days before that. So there's life, and then there's the unfortunate part where there's death, right? An animal can get sick, an animal can you know, get injured, unfortunately. Sometimes, like with a cow, the back legs could shut down. Sometimes, you know, there may be some mineral issues, deficiencies. Sometimes there may be parasite activity, something, right? There's always something that can happen to livestock. And, you know, that's just a part of it. There's livestock, and on the other side, unfortunately, there's dead stock. And, you know, you have to know what to do with the dead stock. And, you know, there's a pile out there that you can see. Okay, and that pile is a compost pile, and that pile is filled with all hay and cow crap and pig crap and pee and all that kind of stuff. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to spread it. We're going to spread it all over the land, and it's going to regenerate and restore the land. And that's just our pile. And most farms have one. And in that pile, if we were to open that pile and flip it up because of the decomposition, it's super hot. It's 160 plus degrees, that pile. And at times, you know, when I talk about the livestock and I talk about the dead stock, you can put dead stock in that pile. And in doing that, literally within, depending on the size of the animal, within days to weeks, the animal will be decomposed, and you know, it'll sort of go back into the land, as crazy as that sounds, and maybe to some as gross as that sounds, but it's an important part of the cycle. And over the winter, though, you know, we had some loss, and we did have to put the loss, you know, out by the woods, because we had cows over here, etc., and we didn't want predators and, you know, predator activity to interfere with maybe any winter calves that may be born. So yesterday we got an interesting greeting from the DEC, I guess it's Department of Environment and Conservation, telling us that we have you know, a cow that has passed exposed on our property in the back. Somebody called on us, somebody tattletaled, some local tattletaled that we have, as a farm, by the way, a cow that has passed because it was sick or injured, and we had to put it down. And they're not happy that we have that on our property. They're not happy that that cow is out by the woods, and they felt the need to report us. So I say this because, you know, how soft have we become as a culture here, as a group? It's actually sickening that somebody would call to report that, when that's a part of the life cycle, right? That's a part of what happens on a farm. It's just a part of the deal. So it's like, if you're gonna make a call like that, you don't understand farming. You don't understand what actually goes on a farm. You have life and you have death, and you have to discard of a carcass, and that's just a part of it. And at the end of the day, right, you have vultures, you have coyotes, you have animals that will take care of that carcass as it naturally decomposes. So, man, I just wanted to say, I think some people need to really get a life. And on the other end too, you know, some folks, right, you move to the country and you think you're getting away, and people just, sometimes they get on you. And it has been a real ride for us. But here's the thing. The more people want to get on you, the more they want to criticize, the more they want to tattletale and all that. Sometimes it wakes up the dragon. And for us, that's the way we look at it, right? If people want to spend time and take time out of their day to cause problems or challenge for us, we love it, because sometimes you need motivation. And I always say, wherever you get motivated from, it doesn't matter. And for us, you know, when you got people's attention and they're going to take time out of their day to try to disrupt yours, you know, you can use that fuel, you know, to keep you excited and to keep you hungry and keep you thrilled. So whoever made that call, I just want to thank you, because you've inspired us to be even better and to earn even more business and to sell even more meat and produce more and more livestock and engage more and more farmers in the area to work with and help us on our mission to bring farm-raised food and goodness to people around this great country. So, you know, take this for what it's worth, take the message for what it's worth, but if you have critics, it's okay. Use it as motivation and use it as fuel. If you have people that don't believe in you, believe in yourself. If you have people that think they're better than you, let them think they're better than you. As long as you have a good view of yourself, that's all that matters. So in life, people are going to try to take you down. People are going to try to slap you. But stand up tall, believe in yourself, stay close to your friends, stay close to your family, and believe in something bigger than yourself. And at the end of the day, everything will do what it's supposed to do, and it'll be what it's supposed to be, and you'll find yourself on the top of your mountain. And that's just a good message for everybody today. So Anyway, have a great day, have a great night, have a great life. Stay strong, keep climbing, keep thriving. Don't let anybody stop you, and don't ever, ever, ever cave. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us some comments down below. Love you guys. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for enjoying the channel, and we'll be seeing you real soon with another fresh video. Looks like that mama in there is going to be having her babies real soon. So let's wish these new piglets luck. Welcome to the farm, and have a great day, everyone. See ya.